Today I'm doing a tier list on every single craftable gun in The Walking Dead in Sinners, Chapter 1, for that matter. Don't want to waste your guys' time, so let's get into it. Point 30 is the first gun that you get in the gun station. And it's clearly that so. I don't like the point 30. It's not bad, but it's not good either. I like how it looks. It looks, I mean, just like a normal revolver. But it's not very powerful. You could kill a bunch of zombies with it, or walkers, however you want to call it. But you can see, if I'm shooting it a little bit, the durability goes down a lot. You're going to be able to kill maybe between 10 and 15 walkers. That sounds like a lot, but it really isn't, because on any day of scavenging, for the first like 5 days, you'll find probably 3 to 5 zombies each day. So that lasts around 3 days. I'd say up to day 5 and day 5 and day 8. This is viable, but as soon as you get this, it's so much better. There's no reason to use this at all for a starter pistol. In the story, see Henri come to the bus, and it's right here sitting with the shiv. It's clearly a starter pistol, so there's no reason to use it past start, in my opinion. I don't think it's good, and of course there's a lot better offerings in terms of pistols. So for that, I'm going to give this a D tier. Moving on, we have the 9mm. The 9mm is very good. I'm talking very good. When it works. Now, let's get the good out of the way. It shoots very fast. It's very powerful. Or, I don't know about powerful, like, per se, but you can shoot very fast. It's got 16 bullets in a magazine, which is a lot more than any other pistols. Anyways, it's very cool and fun to use. I actually have the best aim with this gun in the game, one-handed or two-handed. So, feels really good, looks really cool. What's the bad? It's the jamming. Now, the jamming is in multiple guns. It's only this, the AR, and the Nova shotgun. One of those in a second. But this is definitely the worst one because, well, there it goes. You get this red outline, you just have to talk it back. It's not that bad, but when you start shooting it more, almost every single shot, or it's so rampant. It's just very unusable when it gets to around a fourth of the durability, which is pretty low, but come on, I want to use it through the durability. So for that, because of the jamming issues, but also because it's a very good gun, I'm going to give this an A tier. Moving on, we have the last pistol that you'll get in the game, or maybe not the last you'll get in the game, but it's the .45. Now, this blueprint, alongside the lever action and the AR, you actually have to find these blueprints out in the wild. I believe this is in the shallows. Don't quote me on that, though. But let's get that out of the way. .45 is, in my opinion, and many others' opinions, the best pistol in the game. Very powerful. Still not enough to get through armor. Only really one gun, or maybe 2 guns are. But very powerful. One thing I like about the revolvers more than the 9mm is that you get very quickly reloaded. It's kind of you're not meant to do that, but it's how I reload it, and pretty much everyone else in the community. Anyways, this is very fun. It's very fun to use, very quick to use, and, well, you can't shoot it very fast. It's definitely good for clearing walkers. And for that, I'm going to give this an S tier, the first one for this video. Now, I won't put this on the tier list, but just to cover it real quick, or just mention it basically. This is the Sheriff. It is a reskin of the .45, which comes in the tourist edition of The Walking Dead. I made a whole video on that, covering all these things. If you guys like this video, maybe watch that one. Anyways, let's move on to the big guys. Okay, let's go in terms of the first one that you're gonna get. the double barrel. The double barrel is very fun to use, and I literally have no problems with it, other than one thing. Of course, since it's a double barrel, there's only 2 shots at once. But with that out of the way, the double barrel is very fun to use. Good iron sights, all of these guns have good iron sights, but you're not going to use them for these next 2. Very cool to use. You can get to reload it very fast. And sometimes, I believe I'm on day 107. I just take this out to have fun with it while on my scavenging sprees. Very cool, very fun to use. It's not the best shotgun, of course. I'll talk about that in just a second. But it's super cool. Works very well. Looks straight out of the Walking Dead show. Somebody got a little bit hungry right there, which I think that's just a cool, really cool detail. Looks really cool. Awesome gun. Since I literally have almost no problems with it, I'm going to give this an A tier. Moving on to the next shotgun. This is the very last thing that you'll unlock without finding the blueprints. The Nova 1014, or the Nova shotgun. Before I even get into it, I'm going to add a new tier, S+, especially for this gun. Now, the Nova shotgun is what the double barrel wishes it could be. It's like the big brother, or the brother that the parents loved. It is amazing. There is no problems with it at all. It's amazing. First of all, just listen to it. Oh my gosh. It is very powerful. Holds 8 shells inside the clip. I believe that's the right terms. But it holds, or no, it's a magazine. It holds 8 shots. The game is lagging out because I'm recording on Quest 2, but also because of this madness. It's such a good gun. First of all, most of these guns work against basically all enemies, except for armored enemies. Well, human enemies blaze through these one shot, even to like the toe, one shot. Armored zombies are kind of a problem with all of the other guns. Not for this one. Just shoot in their face and, well, their head is gone. S+ tier. I feel that we can all agree on this. This may not be my favorite gun to use, but it is the best gun, just like objectively. S+ tier. Moving on, we have the rifle gun. Let's get the bolt action. The bolt action is pretty good. It works very well. Nice iron sights. Very satisfying to use. But I have a few issues with this. First of all, it is 6 shots in the magazine. That's not horrible, and for a bolt action rifle, you should probably be expecting that. But I mean, if there's a horde of zombies, you're not going to be wanting this, because, well, 6 shots and it's, well, a rifle. You're not going to be wanting that. But, anyways, it looks really cool. It's very powerful when you hit your shots. My only problem with it is I just don't find a lot of reason to use it while I'm on my scavenging sprees, or even, like, story missions or anything like that. Yeah, you can shoot very far, of course, but that's basically every gun except for the shotguns. I just don't find a lot of reason to use this over, like, the AR, Nova shotgun, or even just my pistol. It does, basically, these two do the same thing, except this one's bigger, which takes up a slot on your backpack. Now, I don't think this is bad at all, but I just never find a reason to use it, ever. So for that, I'm going to give this a B tier. It also does that. It's kind of weird. Moving on, lever action. The lever action is not my favorite. It's not the worst gun in the game, but it's not the best, of course. Now, it looks very cool. Of course, it's sawed off here with some tape. Then you got this wire for some reason. I don't know what they're doing. I guess some grip, but it's just going to be stabbing into your hands. Anyways, the one thing I don't like, the reload is on this side. That's just very awkward. One thing I like, iron sights work very well. It's just a quicker version of the bolt action, but I don't even like the bolt action that much. Holds 13 shells, or I mean 13 bullets. You could shoot it pretty fast, but that's the thing I don't like about it, the reload. A few things. It's very weird to get used to. I'm used to it now because I've used it a bit, but it's still very awkward because you always have to lever down your front hand. Just keep your hand solid on your right, or if you're left-handed, the opposite. But if there's a bunch of zombies chasing after me, and let's say the bells ring, this is the last gun I want. I'd rather, well, not the last gun, I'd rather have this than the bolt, but again, don't find any reason to use this, like the bolt action, but even more props of it. So for that, I'm going to give this a C tier. Now, for the last gun, the AR. The AR is, in my opinion, the best gun in the game. But, of course, it's not going to go in S+, because there's nothing better than the Nova. I mean, it's my favorite gun to use in the game. Or I find it the most versatile. So, this and the lever action are other blueprints that you have to find. Now this one I actually know where it is, because, well, let me just tell you. So, in the last mission, spoiler alert, by the way, you have the choice to either kill Casey, save Casey, or kill Casey and get the armory, or save Casey and armory gets flooded. Or you could flood it all, but, I mean, I didn't choose that, and I still haven't. But if you kill Casey, well, I believe it's just the end game weapon. I believe you could get it if you save or kill Casey. It's found in the comms room and the armory room. So you just have to complete the game before doing that. I believe. Anyways, let's get into it. Iron sights, amazing. All the guns are good with those. Firepower. I would say that's pretty cool and pretty good. Reload, very satisfying. This and the Nova can jam, but it's a lot less rampant than the 9mm. 30 bullets in the magazine. You have, like you just saw, full auto, burst. I don't think anybody uses burst though. Then single fire or semi-auto. This is what I use just not to waste too much ammo. And you can see from my ammo count, this is my most used weapon. It looks very cool. Some tape, a little bit rustic, dirty, but works very well, very cool. And for that, I'm going to give this another S tier alongside the 45. So here's a final checkup on my rankings. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and maybe check out my other Walking Dead videos. I have a Tourist Edition one that I said earlier, and I also have a Chapter 2 Retribution a video. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.